Hello everyone, my name is Christian. Welcome back to TechPoint. Today our guest is Julie, the VP of Marketing at Parloa. Hello.
Hey, Christian. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining our podcast. At first, please tell us more about yourself and about what the company does.
Maybe first then about myself. My name is Julie, as you said. I've been in the SaaS world for a very long time. So I have been working here for 11 years. So almost all of, or out of 15 years, a long time out of my whole life, my whole career. And before that, I come from a completely different industry. I used to work in the cultural and political sphere. So I did
Okay.
also marketing and conferences for the European Commission. And I worked at the Austrian Cultural Forum in New York. So also culture, different. And then
Yes.
10 plus years ago, I pivoted to the tech field and have been doing SaaS marketing ever since and feel very passionate about it. And yeah, this is how I ended up here, have been going through different scale ups and also large American companies doing SaaS marketing and building teams there. And my current position is at Parloa. And this is an AI company based out of Berlin. And we are a generative AI platform that helps companies improve and amplify their customer service. So we really try to make every customer interaction as fun and easy as talking to a friend by
Okay.
automating contact center interactions and conversations. So we basically help companies create better calls with their customers.
Okay. And let's dive into it. How does it work? How do you help companies?
So we help companies that work with customer service representatives. We help them create better brand experiences by using generative AI. And we do that by helping the human agents with AI agents.
Oh, okay.
So all the things that are repetitive tasks, for instance, the saying hello, the routing, the authentication, this can all be done very easily and in a very natural way with AI agents nowadays.
Right.
We do this based on generative AI and help them create these great customer service experiences.
Okay. So the main advantage is saving time and no more manual tasks and also better and happier customers.
Absolutely. And we've also come a long way from these typical touchdown IVRs where you had to say, press 1 for this, press 2 for that, and waiting very, very long in line. You can pick up the phone, talk to the AI agent in a very normal way as you talk
Yeah.
to a friend and speak and create natural conversations with them. And this is what we do. And if things get more complicated or the AI agent routes to the human agent, then the human agent takes over. Sometimes also the AI agent can also handle the whole call. Really depends on what the customer wants. And
So it's also live into a call.
it's live into what?
I mean into, let's say a customer dials the contact number. Do you talk with the AI agent directly?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Typically, the AI agent is the first touch point
Yes.
that a caller has. And then it says, hey, hello, how can I help you? As
Yeah.
opposed to the former press 1 for this, press 2 for that.
Yes.
So you have a normal, very authentic conversation, and then you can either get routed to another human agent or you get authentified. It really depends on what the customer needs sometimes, and we have customers that also have the AI agent handle everything from end to end. Let's say
Right.
do a whole order through the AI agent and even an upsell through the AI. So many things are possible depending on what the customer really intends to do, but it saves a lot of time on the human agent side. And as you know from yourself, you'd sometimes wait in line for a very long time, sometimes half an hour up to an hour. And if
Yes.
humans can really focus on the things that the complex topics, on things that they are really good at, and also
Right.
get motivated by, then this is much, much shorter that time. And also the human agents don't get burned out because they have to 100 times a day ask the same question about their
Exactly.
certification number.
Exactly. I think that's amazing. And is it an human voice or is it? I
No,
guess it's
no.
no.
The AI agent is fully AI, so it's also an AI-based voice. And that's
But
different.
it
And
sounds human, right?
it sounds human, yes. But then
Nice.
what we recommend our customers is that they, of course, tell the caller that
Right.
this is an AI-based voice, an agent that they speak with. But it depends on them if they want to say that or not. And there's wonderful and really natural sounding voices out there where you wouldn't even be able to tell if you didn't want to. And there's
Yeah.
also different ways on how to make the conversation sound more natural. Because of course there's sometimes when you wait for an answer, there's sometimes silence, and this silence seems a little bit strange to the customer and to the caller if they know there's an AI agent on the other side. So this is what you can also fill with, for instance, keyboard clicking or with some background noises from the contact center, so they
Oh,
feel that
wow.
this seems like a more natural conversation, like with a human agent.
Yes. Wow, that's amazing. It's amazing. What did you say are the most loved features of the platform?
I think this one specifically, of course, because it gives a feeling of a real, authentic conversation with the
Mm-hmm.
AI agent. So making sure that there's also background noises and also a real natural sounding voice. This
Right.
is also where AI has come a long way, because it used to be sometimes very metallic sounding or robotic sounding. That's not the case now and in the future anymore. So I think this is really something that our customers appreciate a lot. And then there's a second big product or feature that we have, which is called real-time translation. And it
Mm-hmm.
helps you, even if the agent on the other side does not speak your language, in real time, it can provide you through the AI agent
Wow.
with the language that you're speaking. So it
Wow.
might be a Spanish speaking person on the other side, but they can still reply through the AI agent in the language that I'm speaking, let's say German.
Wow. That's fantastic. Who would you say is the ideal customer profile?
So we target large enterprise customers,
Mm-hmm.
and especially companies that have large call volumes or large volumes of customer service interactions, because those are the ones that have tons of calls or customer interactions with having to do with customer service.
Right.
And there's of course a big need to provide a great customer experience for them, and let's say introduce or decrease these long wait times. And for them, it's especially interesting because they often do not find enough contact center agents, because there's not so many people out there that want to do this still, especially for specific languages. And because they need to fill this gap of people who can actually do that, they also love working with the AI that we can provide them with.
How does the pricing work?
So the pricing is now also changing a bit as we move from, let's say, normal legacy AI to generative AI. But so far, it's been based on minutes per call.
Mm-hmm. What is the difference between legacy AI, you said, and generative AI?
So our new platform that we have only recently launched, not even a month ago, that
Okay.
is really based on generative AI. So it's a completely new way of interacting with the end customer, as in the AI agent that you speak with has a very natural way of communicating with you, and is really based on also having a created persona based on prompting for you and your company. Whereas it used to be a much more rule based flow where
Oh, yeah.
you created certain rules for the AI that
Mm-hmm.
then they could follow. But it was fairly deterministic, and you could really say what the next step is going to be. Now, however, the conversation can be much more natural and is
Right.
flowing as if you were talking to a friend. And
Yeah.
because this is so generative AI based, this is really a completely new era that we're entering right now.
I totally agree, and I like the unique selling proposition of talking like you're talking to a friend.
Mhm.
Would you say this is a competitive market, a competitive space, or solutions just starting to pop up?
I would say it's competitive, yes, because especially since, of course, generative AI and ChatGPT have come up, let's say 2 years ago. I think it was almost 2 years ago, yes. Of course, many companies see a quick win in providing also solutions or applications based on generative AI. At the same time, we've been doing this and we've been in this space for, I think, almost 6 years now. And of
Okay.
course, we have a completely different experience level and
Right.
also know our customers really well. We know their requirements. So I'd say, yes, it's competitive. At the same time, we also have many years of experience in the field. So it's good for us.
Are you familiar with the company story?
Sorry, are you familiar with what?
With the company story, with the founding story.
With the founding story. Oh,
Yes,
absolutely. I
if you
am.
can share.
Yes. So our two founders, by the way, both are amazing. You should follow them on LinkedIn at least. They are Marta and Stefan. They got together and first founded an agency that helped people with voice capabilities. So back in the days, and I think it must have been 2016, 17, Alexa voice skills were the big
Yes.
thing. And they realized that companies, big brands out there, had no real partner to create these voice experiences with. So they founded an agency called Future of Voice, and they
Mm-hmm.
worked together with these companies to create their voice experiences. And
Okay.
while they were doing that, they realized there is no SaaS tool out there that can actually do that. And of course, just to some extent, can you scale an agency? So this is how Parloa was born, out of this agency that created voice experiences with people, and then it was transferred into this SaaS platform that we look at nowadays.
Amazing, amazing. And what is the story of you joining the company?
Great question. Also, I've been working for SaaS scale-ups. Basically all of my SaaS career. It's always been Berlin-based, fast-growing companies like WebTrack and Uberal. But then, before I joined Parloa, I actually switched to a large American software provider called Pegasystems
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to also explore the corporation side of things and how these companies scale, what
Yes.
operations look like in several thousand people companies, so I can replicate that again in my next scale up.
Adventure. Yeah.
So I was working there and also super happy. But then again, I had a talk with the founder and also someone who I worked with before Parloa, and they said, "Hey, there is a great chance now for you to also join as the marketing leader, shaping this company and shaping the company's journey." And that's something, an opportunity that I couldn't say no to. And that's when I joined. And lucky me, it was a great decision. And we've had two funding rounds ever since. So I
Okay.
joined before Series A, and then this year we received $66 million for Series B. So it's definitely been a successful 2 years.
Amazing, amazing. So only 2 years since you joined?
Yes.
That's amazing. How big is the team now overall?
I think we're roughly 270 people. When I
Oh wow.
joined 2 years ago, we were 45. So it's been
So
a real growth
yes.
journey with us. And
And
yeah,
about the
and
marketing
growing.
team? And about the marketing team, how big is your team?
I'm very proud and happy to say that as of October 1st, so a couple of days ago, we're, I think, 13, 14 people. We have one other person join. So it's been a great month. We have lots of new joiners in October. 3 of the marketers, cannot be any better.
That's amazing. And do you think the product found the product market fit?
Oh, yes. That was
Absolutely.
already a while ago. You cannot really, you won't get this type of funding and you don't grow to this size and also the size of revenue, which obviously I cannot name, but without having product market fit.
Mm-hmm. What was your biggest challenge since joining the company?
Very interesting question. I'd say one of the big ones always as a startup or scale up is that you're always surrounded by the hyperscalers and other big companies. And you, as a younger and smaller company, need to ensure you're also being taken seriously and that you have enough trust and credibility in the market. And this is also one of the main pillars or strategic pillars of my marketing, of the marketing I do, is to use partnerships and partner marketing to increase this credibility, because you have to be strategic in the sense of who to connect with and who to show your brand with. So the market sees, hey, this is an important company in itself because it's already working with all these other important players. And that has been
100%.
a really, really important pillar for me, and we continue to do that because, as I said, we're being surrounded by many large players also, and you never get fired for hiring IBM, and we need to also live up to that by first of all letting our customers speak about us, but then also associating yourself with the right partners so the others see that you are a big player in the ecosystem too.
Absolutely. And what would you say is the most successful go-to-market strategy for acquiring new customers?
Completely depends, of course, on the company that you're in. And as I said, it's always a mix, and I don't look just at marketing because go-to-market means a lot for us. But what has worked very well is we have both a very strong direct sales motion and combined with an indirect one.
Mm-hmm.
So the majority of our revenue is driven by partners, and this is crucial not just for our home market, which is the DACH market, so Switzerland, Austria, Germany, but then also for entering new markets, because obviously if you enter new markets, then partners are a key player to gain reach and credibility there as well. At the same time, our direct motion is also extremely important. We have great an AE team, and also very strong outbound motion combined with the best marketing in the world, of course.
Absolutely. Now I like to chat more about yourself. If you can share your story, basically how you started your career, and what would be your best piece of advice for a starting marketer?
Yeah, well, as I said, I started my career in a completely different field that was more on the marketing and event side, but in the political and cultural field.
Mm-hmm.
So I did, as I said, conferences for the European Commission. Then I moved to New York to work in a cultural institution. But then coming back to Europe, I knew that I want to look into the future. And I also wanted to, change gears. And that's when I saw that there is a lot of opportunity in the tech and in the SaaS field, which is why I then applied for a marketing role there, which was at the German Google Analytics back there. There was
Mm-hmm.
a company called WebTrack, and that has been shaping the rest of my career so far because I enjoyed it so much, diving into the different channels of SaaS marketing and learning about the complexities, which I enjoy a lot because I always think enterprise SaaS marketing has that extra layer of complexity, which is extremely interesting for me. And I love this extra challenge. Not everyone
Yeah.
does, but I do. And then I've been staying within that field, as I said, switched or moved through different Berlin-based scale-ups. They were Berlin-based, but they were very international. Then worked for a large corporation, and now I'm with Parloa. So my tip for starting marketers is, first of all, try, be brave, and take the next step. If you come from a different field, go into the tech world, even though you don't have anything to do with it so far, because this is where you can grow as much and as fast as you wouldn't have believed otherwise. Because especially in startups and scale-ups, you will get a lot of responsibility right in the beginning, and this will let you grow a lot. And to me, if you have this growth mindset, like me, then I think you will also flourish there. Unless, of course, if you're in a larger organization, things are maybe safer, but they move less quickly.
Yes.
And it will be a different career track. But mine would be to take that brave step to go into the startup or scale-up world.
Thank you so much for this. I totally agree, and I think it's the best advice somebody can get. Somebody that wants to actually grow, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Now, I wanted
And
to say
maybe
something.
to add to this, because
Please.
this is also what I've been so passionate about SaaS in the last decade. I've also seen that over the last 10 years that there have not been many more women around me or surrounding me. You know, I've been also rising through the ranks, but that was always something that I really couldn't understand, and I also wanted to change. And that was why 2 years ago I founded a business network called Women of SaaS. This is a network that really connects and makes visible women from the industry. And I founded it 2 years ago in Berlin. That was the first time when we got together in a very small group, like 10 people in Prenzlauer Berg having some drinks.
Yes.
And this has really grown into something really, really big, into an international network of several hundreds and thousands of women getting together on a regular basis. Because I do believe that there's many of us, we know a lot, but we don't really show it. So, and that's the second piece of advice I would give every young, but also senior and seasoned marketer and SaaS professional in general, build a strong network. And of course, I encourage women especially, but I encourage everyone to do so, because the stronger your network, the better your career is going to be boosted by yourself. You can reach out for recommendations. You can do this across the different seniority levels and also across different functions. And that is why you should go and start building your network now. And with
Absolutely.
Women of SaaS, luckily, you can do it in all different countries around Europe and the world. So we have hubs now in Berlin, in Munich, in Milan, in Amsterdam, in Vienna. We're opening London now. There's Copenhagen. I'm sure I forgot one, but we'll also be opening New York very soon. It's definitely growing. There's tons of traction, and I'm super happy to see all these women connecting and accelerating their careers across the different countries.
And it's both online and offline, right?
Absolutely. It's both online and offline. We do have a strong focus on the offline meetings though, because I feel that, these in-person meetings, they create much deeper connections, which is why we have these regular events in all different parts of the world. So people actually get the chance to meet where they are. But yes, in between, there's webinars, people do connect online because it's, of course, easier to reach a wider group if you have a question or you need recommendations, and you better do that online.
Totally agree. I have one last question for you. So far, it's been amazing. What's your favorite SaaS that you use, or top three software that you use and would recommend to other people?
Oh, I was not prepared for that, but let me think what my favorite ones
Sure.
are. And let's see how we define SaaS. But because I'm a marketer, I of course use many, and I'm looking at my laptop icons down there, which ones I really like and use a lot. First one, I think it's probably not a surprise, but Miro is definitely an important one. I work a lot with the team, of course, and also making sure to collaborate, create processes, do brainstorming sessions. So if we want to create really great campaigns or also come up with ideas for our event appearances, we always do so-called crazy sessions first. So we go completely wild. What could the most amazing experience look like? And then boil it down to something realistic. We do all of this, including our OKR planning in Miro. So Miro is definitely an important one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Slack counts as SaaS.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yes.
then
Yes.
absolutely it is something that I could live without, because our whole company communication is done via Slack. We don't even use email for anything internal.
Yes.
Only external things come through email. So this is extremely important for me too. And let me think if there's except
Third one.
one that sticks out a little bit that I don't use as much, but I think I'm still going to name Notion. I know it's three very typical ones, but had you prepared me a bit earlier, I could have come up with something super fancy. But Notion is key. We use it to document things that are happening on a company, on a team level. Why is it so important? Especially as we're scaling. We cannot always, individually reach out on Slack, the second SaaS tool, but we need to make this available, then this knowledge available on a bigger scope.
That's perfect. Thank you so much. I'm super happy with the conversation. It was great, and you shared a lot of value. And yeah, hope to meet you soon in person. We missed each other at B2B Rocks. You also had an event there with Women of SaaS, right?
I did. Too bad. We missed each other in Paris. We missed each other in Munich. We will miss each other in Berlin, but I'm sure something's coming up where we will meet soon.
TechPon Awards, maybe. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. It was great.
Thank you so much to you too. And if we do have, I think we do have 3 minutes. What are your 3 top SaaS tools, Christian?
For me, I'd say this one, Riverside, to record with, because it's super easy to create content, quality content, 4K recording, internal recording, really, really good. Not on Zoom where it's cloud-based. Second one would be Calendar. It's not a SaaS directly, but Google Calendar, it's everything that I need there.
Agree.
And last one would probably be HubSpot.
Also a good one. Should have mentioned that too. But anyway, next
No
time I'll
surprise.
bring a couple more. Because
Yes.
MarTech, obviously a good topic.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Christian. Bye-bye.